Hi, so I'm here to help you out with the term of comprehension section as well as in your communication, speaking, or the way of understanding. So, the learning process starts from where you have to read it out, find the words, find the exact meaning of the para. So I'm reading it out. Just listen very carefully. I'm just taking your 5 to 10 minutes where you are able to understand the words with their comprehension and the things related to your preparation, John. So if you find anything, just let me know on the comment section. Let's get started. A raft of concessions amid consolidation. While promoting inclusive development, the budget gives more to the affluent than to the poor. If budget making is a complex task, interpreting the union budget can be hazardous given the amount of fine print that one has to pore over. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's fifth budget and the current Bharatiya Janata Party led government's final full-fledged one before next year's general election ticks all the rights boxes on the face of it. Inclusive development that ensures prosperity for all, especially the youth, women, farmers, other backward classes, scheduled caste, and scheduled tribes. A force on infrastructure and investment that serves a multiplier for growth and employment policies to enable green or environmentally sustainable growth. The rationalization of direct taxes, including a raft of concessions to the middle and salaried classes and pensioners, and most importantly, doing all this while staying the course of fiscal consolidation, terming it the first budget in Amrit Kal. Miss Sitharaman sounded the poll bugle by emphasizing the ruling dispensation's achievements since 2014, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi first assumed office. Per capita income, she said, had more than doubled to rupee 1.97 lakh as a result of the economy's growth to being the world's fifth largest and the government's effort to ensure a better quality of living for all. She also cited an increase in formalization of the economy and the wider spread adoption of digital technologies, especially in payment sphere, as other significant achievements. With an eye on India at 100, the budget proposals, Ms. Sitharaman said, were aimed at equalizing a technology-driven and knowledge-based economy with strong public finances and a robust financial sector, emphasizing that the economic agenda for achieving this vision would aim, among other things, require a focus on giving a strong impetus to growth and job creation. The minister laid out her budget proposals that were heavy on this government's trademark acronyms describing the various schemes, but relatively light on details. PM Vikas or Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma Kaushal Samman, for instance, would for the first time offer traditional artisans and craftspersons people or Vishwakarmas a package of assistance aimed at helping them prove the quality, scale, and reach of their products. She said specifics, including a financial outlay and the likely mechanism of implementation, were, however, not split out. Similarly, a mangrove initiative for shoreline habitats and tangible incomes or mystery, aimed at understanding mangrove plantation along the coastline and on salt panlands leaves the funding of a convergence between MG Naregas and a compensatory afforestation fund with the rural sector's mainstay employment guarantee scheme, one that was introduced during the Congress-led United Progressive Alliance government's term itself increasingly being starved of budgetary support. It is hard to fathom how the new initiative to protect and regenerate the ecologically sensitive mangroves will be funded. The decrease in outlay comes at a time when the rural economy is still to regain vigor from the ravage of the pandemic, the fallout on incomes from the uneven distribution of last year's monsoon rainfall, and the relatively greater impact of high flood inflation on hinterland households. At a border level, the budget estimate for expenditure on rural development in 2023 to 24 is pegged at rupee 2.38 lakh crore, a marginal 0.1 percentage point increase when measured as a proportion of overall expenditure at 5.3% compared with the 5.2% in the previous budget estimate. When viewed against the revised estimate, the outlay is a good 0.6 percentage point lower. Food subsidy too has been sharply pared at 1.97 lakh crore. It is almost 5% lower than the 2022 to 23 budget estimate and a steep 31% down from the revised estimate. To be sure, the government's resolve to stay the course of physical consolidation, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, had led it to spend more even as revenue receipts dipped amid the unprecedented economic contraction left Ms. Ms. Sitaraman with little leeway on the expenditure front once had decided that the government would concentrate its resources on increased public outlays on infrastructure and investment. Capital expenditure has been allocated rupee 10 lakh crore at 33% jump from this physical budget estimate. If one adds the most rupee 3.7 lakh crore set aside for grants in aid to states for the creation of capital assets, the minister's laudable intent to apply the force multiplier of government capital expenditure as the primary level of lever to spur economic activity becomes clearly evident. With global demand uncertain this year on account of the slowdown in the developed economies, at the economic survey pertinently pointed out, India's domestic market will necessarily have to serve as the economy's bulwark. Ms. Sitaraman has also attempted to woo the middle class with a raft of changes in personal income tax that would in combination with tweaks to custom duties in total cost the government rupee 37,000 crore in foregone direct tax revenue. Some of these changes are aimed at leaving more money in the hands of the salaried and pensioners' cash that the budget planners hope would find its way back either as savings or increased spending on vital consumption. The biggest beneficiaries of the income tax changes through are likely to be those in the highest income bracket where the effective rate has been cut by 3.7 percentage points, reinforcing a perception that this government bets for the affluent. So, thank you very much. Let me know your response in the comment section. Thank you.